Hi everybody, I have some pre-Teeter clinic homework for you. So what I want you to work on is teaching your dog to have value for putting their back feet up on something. So this kind of mimics the 2-on 2-off contact. I've got a foam mat here. You can use a folded up towel. If you've got like one of those foam pads for gardening, for kneeling on, anything that's just a little bit raised up, like a phone book size. And if it's a little bit of a different texture, that will help too. So what you're going to do is build lots of value for your dog having their back feet on that object. So you're going to start by, he's done this a lot, so he's got a lot of value for it already, but you're going to start by just luring them so that their back feet are on, their front feet are off, and then you're just going to feed them while they're there. And you can even put the cookies down on the ground. And I'm going to feed him 5, 6, 7, whole bunch while he holds that position, so it's got lots of value for him. And then I'll release, break, come on, enter. Good job. And then I'll bring him back around, lure him so his feet are on there again. Good, and reward. And I'm going to feed him one at a time individually like this. So I want you to feed your rewards this way. I'm using kibble. It's high enough value for him at home that it's not a big deal. So I'll just take a handful of kibble and feed them one at a time. So this exercise is doing two things for us. One, it's getting you to practice feeding, because when we do the Teeter clinic, one of the things I'm going to get you to do is feed your dog in the contact zone. And I don't want you to just hand them a whole handful of cookies. I want you to feed them one at a time, just like this, so that what we're doing is building value for standing in that contact zone. So you can practice this exercise at home, getting good at feeding those cookies a few at a time, and then break, release. He can have a cookie for coming off the mat. And then I'm going to lure him back on. This is also the first step for teaching your dog to, nope, you got to stand, love, to teaching your dog to back up. So if you want them to back up from here, once we've built lots and lots of value for standing there, I'm going to lure him forward so just one foot comes off. Good, and then I'm going to wait, yes. And I'm going to not give him the cookie and wait for him to put his foot back on the mat. And then he, again, gets 3, 4, 5 for holding his feet there. So we want lots and lots of value for keeping the feet in the contact zone or on that obstacle. So two things. One is building value for having your feet on it. And two is you practicing the mechanics of feeding multiple treats in a row while they hold their position. So this will help build you a nice strong contact and lots of value for being in that contact zone. So practice this. You've got about a week to work on it, and then we'll see you in Teeter class.